Hi guys, and welcome to this video. My name's Dan and this is our Swift 640 Escape. But finally I'm going to do a video on. So let's start at the front, shall we? The engine. So follow me. So looking up this spec sheet here, the engine is 140 brake horsepower, 2.2 8-speed automatic Fiat Ducato. This plate is a 3,700. So unless you've got a C1 license, you can't drive this motorhome. So make sure when you're looking at it that if it's 3.5, you're okay. But at 3.7, Swift upgraded this, so we've got an extra 200 kilos in weight we can load into this motorhome. Well, it's great news for us. But if you haven't got a C1 license, you can't drive it. Let's get some specs on this fuel while we're here. The length is 6.99 and the width is 2.37. Obviously it's a 4-berth, 4 seats. New now, these are 88,890. This one was actually 80,000 for us. This is the 2025 model. Yeah, as for Audi heating system, and the tank is a 60-litre tank, and it does 28 to 34 miles per gallon, and has a range of 350 to 400 miles on a full tank. The wheels are 16-inch alloys. Obviously it's a 4-berth and 4 seats, but really it's a spacious 2-berth, so that's why we bought it. Anyway, let's have a look at the front, shall we? You can see from the front, from the wide mirrors here, it's a wide berth, a wide motorhome, not a compact or narrow, from the wide arms here on the mirrors. Okay, coming down here, you've got your decals, your escape details. Your windows will open up on the little catches. There's your electric hookup. And if there is your gas for an external barbecue, maybe they just clip shut. That's obviously where your fridge is, because that's where the vents are inside. This is where your cassette is. I'll just keep my toilet rinse in there, such as my blue, one chemical, and your cassette's in there, okay guys? Then we have the garage. This garage is in like 2 halves. This side, you put the more bulky stuff in. Next, in my other side, you have a shelving unit. So on this side here, you'll see what I mean when we get there. This has got all this in, sort of like laid in there, sort of like neatly, with a table, the mat. It also has in there a light here, off and on. There you go. Also has a 3-pin and a USB in there as well, what you can use for external or whatever you need. And of course this shuts as well, so while you're inside your motorhome you can reach inside your garage and get bits outside the garage. You don't need to get wet and come outside, what could be a saviour in the winter. So let's come round the back. This comes with, come round the back, your brackets for your bike rack, what we haven't had fitted yet. Now if we come around this way, you'll see about what I mean about the garage on this side. It's got the shelving here and up there as well. But we've not put nothing on yet because I think it would just roll off there, so we're going to have to put something in there, maybe in a box or something, and fit in there. Also as well, you got in here, you'll see that Audi heating system. So this warms up pipes what are around the motorhome to give a warm flow of air around the motorhome and underneath the motorhome. This is a great system, and I've known more expensive motorhomes that haven't got it. I would definitely get a motorhome with this system. It is a very warm, very efficient system, and we've been out a couple of times and it's really nice, really great. So it's moving down. You do have an external shower point that comes with the hose to go in there. It's only cold water, or you don't get get hot water, cold water, external, just for washing off your boots or washing the dogs if they need it. They clip shut. Then in here you've got your gas, 2 6-kilogram bottles. Well, I've just got 2 new ones, and I've just got to fit that on, obviously. So that's ready to go. The vent for the boiler, and where your water goes in. Okay, that is clip shut. Right, let's go inside, shall we? So follow me. Let's go around this side. We're going to do this all in one because we're just doing this on a phone, so I can't really edit the video much. So walk round and let's go inside. First of all, what do we have inside? Okay, you have your bin, you have an umbrella. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with an umbrella. Probably did, but when you get your new motorhome, it's not included. You do have a fly screen. Be careful at the bottom of the fly screen that that doesn't get clogged up with dirt, because that can break. So always pull your fly screen with 2 hands really, rather than 1 hand like this. That can break. On entering the motorhome here, you have switches on here, off on switches, and down here you have, for some reason, down the bottom there, where you can place your phone and a USB point as well for charging. This lights up. Now I've noticed in older motorhomes as well that this chrome does come off. So as we get using this motorhome, I'm going to cover this in something. Haven't got to that yet, but that's a job to be done. So come into my motorhome, and this is one reason why we bought this motorhome, is because of the space. The space, guys, in this motorhome, as you can see inside, is fantastic. We've got space in here, probably about, I'd say at least 5 meters of space. And Jane's just showing you the first blind on the door there. I did mention the bin is there, and of course you've got the blinds on the windows, complete shutter or the blind, so you can see out. You can open the window and just acts as a net. Drop down bed is worked by a key. You just turn that key and up or down, the drop down bed. There you go. Let's undo this. It's held there by a seat belt for safety, and that lowers down fairly quickly. When you want to jump into bed, all you do is lower down this table, and that bed will sit down, as you can see on these curves, onto the benches. Okay, so this one here, this table is moved down by that. Don't know if you can see that. There you go, on that switch there. Goes up and down fairly quickly, and the bed drops down and sits on there. You have got this little bit extra workspace here in the kitchen area. Well, of course, we actually put the TV on and sit back there in our captain chairs and watch the television. So you've got plenty of space between watching the TV and you, so you're not on top of the television. Back to the bed. Let's raise that bed up to the top, as it goes quite quickly, and all you do is just fix that on that seat belt for safety. And the other side as well, you can fix it as well.
Here, Daniel.
Sorry? Oh yes. We're ready to fix that then. There's no fixing there. There's only one fixing there, Jane.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure what they are. Actually, to be honest with you. There's a side netting here which does come up. If you have it all the way down, there's a netting underneath here that comes up there. This netting that comes up to stop you falling out if you think you may be falling out. But it does go halfway down to this point. You're going to, excuse me, sleep 4 in here. it comes down to this point here where the line is, and then these benches turn into another bed here, and underneath here is the 2 chairs for traveling seats with seat belts, so you can travel 4. I'm not going to take them all apart. You can maybe see that in another video, because it's a big job, and to me traveling 4 in here is going to be a real pain, because where you're going to put the benches, you have to store it all in there. It's going to move around. To me, it's great for 2 people, not great for 4. The panels are here, easy to use. Your Audi heating system, there is up and down, simple to use, and your lights, your outside lights and your dimmers, dim your lights, etc. Up and down, easy, off and on, entry, and your smoke and your CO2 alarms. Here's your TV here, USB TV point, 3-pin plug. You are supposed to put your TV on this part here. If you just come around this way here, where we do the back of the motorhome. Now, you are supposed to put your TV here, but to save weight, of course, this wood is very thin. It's literally the width of your finger, your little finger. So you're not going to get much on there weight-wise with a TV. And I think that could break. So we don't put the TV on there. We put it down on the table behind me, as I've just said. So the fridge at this end, there you go. It's a great big fridge, plenty of room in there. And you've got your ice as well. And that opens up both ways. There you go, that way as well. Works off gas or electric. And that's jammed on something. Maybe that. Yep. Cupboard underneath. Soft closed doors. Kitchen area. Kitchen area in here is great. It's another bonus really of having a drop down bed. It gives you this feeling of space. So on here you have 3 gas and 1 electric with your microwave, 2 cupboards, plenty of storage space. And your your microwave is a more modern one without the turning table going around. Powerful enough. We use it occasionally. We do now use a air fryer now, and here you have 2 3-pin sockets and another switch, off and on. There you go. And underneath here you have a little light. There you go, just to light up the hob here, and a little window you can open, and a normal thing for blocking out whatever you want. People can't look in. Sink area, big enough sink, dishing up, plenty of space, nice fittings, nice chrome, a bit of splashback there. There's your oven, and underneath there you have another cupboard for your pots and pans. And this opens up on the side here. This is quite nice. There you go. You have this in here. This can go on top of your sink to create extra workspace. Fits in there, and you can open up these drawers with your knives and forks. Well, it closes nicely, doesn't it? Plenty of space. Look, we haven't used these. There you go. And the bottom one we're not used either. So we've still got plenty of things we can put in here. We've owned this motorhome since last October, I believe, and we've only done 600 miles in it, but we are intending to use it a lot very soon. Let's go into the bathroom area, shall we? So you have this. So now we're going to go into the bathroom area. This is a very spacious bathroom because, as you said before, you've got a drop down bed, so it gives you more space. So going into here, you have a mirror there first of all. You can turn the lights on in here. There you go, some nice little spotlights. Plenty of room. These come as standard. Nice chrome tap. Plenty of space underneath here. Plenty of storage space. And maybe the best part, if this mirrored wardrobe here, it does have a rail here for to hang things, and all your DVDs, all your bits and pieces, blankets, etc. you can store in here. We just got a TV underneath there. Look until we get to where we're going. So shut that off. And as I said before, you do have access to the rear garage. So if you want to grab something, you just put it there. Now the shower, it's a nice big shower. Get in here, stand in here. Now I'm 6'1" and quite heavy. Stand in here, and there's plenty of room in here. Quite spacious. Put your bar soap in there. Hook here for your towel. Nicely lit up, and a vent up here. Window you can open up. There, and behind you, above your head, Jane, there's one there as well, and another one there. So you can let plenty of light in and let the warm air escape in warmer climates. There's another hook on here as well, just up there for a towel. And we can shut this off and have all the privacy you want, like so. That's quite nice, slides quite nicely, and that's just held with this here. Very nice. Comes to really the build quality is probably about a 7 out of 10 on this, maybe 8 out of 10. Some of these gaps aren't particularly lined up, but it's an easy fix with a screwdriver. It's not a big deal. Coming to this now here, coming to where the lounge area where you're going to be sat down, you do have this sort of like Marmite thing here going on with this table. Some people love it, some people hate it, I think. It does open up to a nice big table like that, but okay if you both sit in this side, or you do have to adjust it with this handle. We can lift, turn it, etc., do different things with it. But if you sit in this side, you haven't got much room for your legs. You have to lift it to get in to come to that side. Why it's over to one side here, I don't know, rather than in the middle. But some people do take them off and just use a normal fold-away table. So we're fine with it because there's only the two of us. We sit here and the dogs sit there, and we can open this up quite easily like that, and you've got a nice big table if you need for space for doing something. Of course, two captain chairs that spin around so you can watch TV like we have there. Let's just turn that around so I can talk to you about the cabin a little bit. Move that back. Bring this forward. There you go. So this captain chair swings around and we sit here quite comfortably watching TV. Now my cabin here, you do have for plugging your laptop and things like that. It's going to get low on power. You do have 3-pin sockets either side. You have these lights come on here, really nice and bright. There you go, 3-pin socket there, and your cab area. What I've got to say, driving this motorhome is like driving a car. It's only 7 meters. That's one of the reasons we bought it. It's just 7 meters. There's a lot going on here. You got a nice big screen here for your digital readout. You got a reversing camera. You got a place to put your phone to charge your phone. You got your 2 cup holders. One of these for your spare change, just to go in there. You got USB and 12 volt. You've got little pockets in there. Pockets in the side of the doors for cups, etc. This is where your battery is, underneath the floor here. Your steering, nice steering wheel. Let's get my key out of my pocket actually, and spin that around if I can. We actually just just bought a steering lock for this as well. This steering lock, go on there on Amazon, about £80 I believe it was. So turn that around. Let's show you one readout. There you go, driver mode, normal, power and eco. It does give you a choice on there. And your 8-speed automatic, your park, rear, neutral and drive, and your plus and minus in that. And you have a driver, there's your boss button there for your driver mode. You can put on your power, eco and normal. It comes up there on the screen. You can change that screen around with different ways. Let's get my hand out of the way. Speaker system is great. If you do leave on your heating, that little light comes on there while you're driving along, your heating, that tells you. And you do have a blind here as well. I'll just move this out of the way. This blind comes up, makes it nice and dark in here. Nice, and you have that on the side as well. That comes up like so. Both windows and slides back, so it's secure. Adjust the mirrors by the little button here, as you would expect. Temperature, a fan there, and your temperature, your fan up and down, 6, 7, look, goes quite powerful. Easy to use, easy buttons, easy to understand. I mean, it does come with sat nav as well, so it's a good spec motorhome. In fact, it's a very good spec motorhome for two of you. Just try and spin this seat around again if I can. No, it won't let me. No, it will. There you go. So I'll sit down here. So the best points about this motorhome really is for space. You're buying this motorhome because you want space, and there's two of you and maybe a couple of dogs. It's 7 meters as well in length, so I can still get into normal parking spaces. It's great to drive. It's very light in the steering, easy to maneuver, easy to reverse with this reversing camera. Skylights up here in this cab area as well. Plenty of lighting. Yeah, we're very pleased with it. And also as well, when we bought this in 2025, the worktops and that all come in grey. Now the 2026 model comes in cream, what we didn't like so much. So we're quite happy to buy this. And there you go, that upholstery, look, there you go, is in grey. But the kitchen area is all done in cream now, and it's £10,000 more almost, and cream, and we like the grey and the contrasting grey colour. I think that just about covers it. I hope you enjoy this video. Anything more we can add to it, really. It's a great motorhome, and just easy to drive, I think, is one of the key things with it. The steering is so light, and yes, it's got plenty of power as well, really. You put your foot down in sport mode, it goes really well. I'm very happy with it so far, and I hope you've liked this video to show you around our motorhome. And I would suggest to you that you look at Swift, because also you get about 200 kilograms more as long as you've got that license. So please subscribe, hit the like button, and maybe the bell as well for the next video to come out. I probably post this on Tuesdays around 6 o'clock videos. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.